Not only the Prime Minister but also the Railways Minister was also present there. Other than that, the Chief Minister, Mr. Naveen Patnaik, was also at the spot at the accident site. So top politicians of the country really going there and taking stock of the situation. But what actually happened and what are the loopholes as far as railway safety is concerned? To talk more about that, I'm joined by Professor Anil Gupta, who is the HOD of Policy Planning of the National Institute of Disaster Management. Thanks so much, Professor Gupta, for joining us on the broadcast. My first question to you really is that now, there are larger questions on railway safety as well that are coming up, given the fact that it involved 3 trains and 288 people have been killed in this absolutely tragic accident. What do you have to say about, the vulnerability of certain sections of the railway, given the fact that, the eastern railways is seen particularly as vulnerable? So what are really the if I have to ask you, what really are the top 3 loopholes, if you have to point out, as far as our railway system is concerned? Professor Gupta, I think you're on mute. If you could unmute yourself.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. So Vedant, very important point, and this is very critical as well, because India's railway network is one of the biggest railway network globally, and also if we look at India's population, so in any kind of incident, the vulnerability of people, besides the vulnerability of system, also becomes an important aspect that is witnessed by this incident. This incident has been a rare kind of incident, where 3 trains, so a very different kind of scenario. Basically, triggering event was a smaller one, but it gave rise by cascading effect to a major catastrophic kind of a scenario. If we talk about what are the areas of improvement, so I would divide in both. Divide in 2 aspects. One is technological dimensions, and second is operational dimensions. So basically, we'll have to look at both the dimensions with equal weightage, because now we are talking about the high-speed trains, and we are going to transform the railway system from speed point of view. So, but if we look at the operational dimensions, so there a huge need is there for improving our capacities. Capacities in terms of not only having the electronic gadgets of monitoring and early warning, but also what is the level of the precision and operability. So basically, that is also very important. That how sound decisions are taken, and not only the decisions are taken, but also communicated very fast, and that is very important. So even a single minute or even the fraction of minute is also valuable when any kind of transport which is a high speed transport is involved. Second thing is that this incident is rare, so it also gives rise to significant lesson. Most of the time we have been focusing on natural hazards, because the most catastrophic challenges were presented by the natural disasters like cyclone, the floods, these kind of incidences, bearing the COVID-19 kind of disaster. But this has presented that no, we have to give equal focus not only to natural disasters, but these kind of technical hazards, where in fact we say that our standard should look at the zero tolerance kind of things.
Right, and so Professor Gupta, if you can also talk about the likely causes of this particular rail accident, because as you also rightly pointed out, it's a very rare accident involving 3 trains, a goods train and 2 passenger trains. What could have been the likely cause of this particular accident?
See, it would not be very appropriate to give a final kind of a verdict that what has been a final cause, because the inquiry has already been commissioned, a probing has already started, and probing will come out with the real cause. And I think the railway administration is going to look at this issue very, very seriously, At prima facie, what appears, and that has been explained by many people also, that the derailment and then the another train coming on the nearby track, and the third train that was parked. So basically, the three trains were part of this in creating this scenario. And since the train was a high-speed train, so that also added to the risk. So basically, when we are moving from the conventional system to a more precise system of our efficiency.
Right, Professor Gupta, and that point you were making about, the likely cause of this particular rail accident, of course, a probe is underway, and the Railway Ministry has also assured that they will come up with a report with the likely cause of the rail accident. Thanks so much, Professor Gupta, for joining us on the broadcast.